I'm back home now, sat recording this after what has genuinely been one of the best weeks I've had in a long time. And if I'm honest, driving home the other day, I wasn't ready for it to end. Not because I didn't love being at home, but because for 1 week life slowed down. No rushing around, no thinking about work every 5 minutes, no endless to-do list. Just family, fresh air, exploring somewhere beautiful and actually being present. It reminded me of something I think a lot of us have forgotten, how to slow down. Now, before we get into all the deep stuff, I need to admit something. I didn't shower for 2 days. If you know me, you'll know that's horrific. I absolutely love a shower. There's something about standing under hot running water that just resets your whole day. But at Dubbed Out, that's just how it goes. Good music, good food, sunshine, camping, family. Showers become optional, apparently. Dubbed Out was brilliant. There was something really refreshing about seeing thousands of people together, all there for exactly the same reason. Nobody cared what car you drove, nobody cared what job you had, everyone was just enjoying themselves. Kids running around, people chatting to complete strangers, music playing all day, the smell of barbecues everywhere. It just felt simple. After the festival, we packed everything away and headed over to Wales. Now, before I pronounce this campsite, I do want to apologise to anybody that is Welsh, and I may butcher this. We stayed at Penwai Bont campsite near Bala, and honestly, what a place. Absolutely stunning. As soon as we'd finished putting the awning up and grabbed something to eat, I made a beeline for the shower block. After 2 days without a proper shower, standing under hot running water honestly felt like winning the lottery. Funny, isn't it? We use something every single day without thinking about it. Take it away for 48 hours and suddenly you appreciate it more than you ever did. The week didn't go exactly to plan though. Not long after we arrived, my wife's brother-in-law put his back out. He was in absolute agony. So naturally, everyone rallied around. Instead of everybody just doing their own thing, we all helped where we could, whether that was carrying things, helping him move around, or just making sure he was all right. That's what families do. Then came the final night. It's about 10:30, maybe 11 o'clock. Everyone's winding down, getting ready for bed. He'd gone for a shower, and as he stepped out, his back completely spasmed. He couldn't move, couldn't walk, and he was completely stuck. Now here's the bit that really stuck with me. A bloke from Liverpool, a complete stranger, noticed what was going on and didn't hesitate. He lent him his phone so he could ring his wife. She then came and got me, and together we managed to help him back to his caravan. That bloke didn't know us. He didn't have to get involved. He could have easily walked past. Instead, he stopped, helped, and made what could have been a really frightening situation a little bit easier. We hear so much negativity these days. Social media makes it feel like everyone's selfish, like nobody cares, but every now and then someone you've never met reminds you that kindness still exists. Sometimes all it takes is lending someone your phone, sometimes it's offering to help. Those little moments restore your faith in people. So if by some chance that Scouser is listening, thank you. You probably didn't realise, but you made a difference. The rest of the week was exactly what we needed. We went paddleboarding, walked around Bala, explored places we'd never seen before. One of the highlights had to be Zip World. We played underground adventure golf inside an old slate mine, and honestly, what an incredible place. The atmosphere down there was unreal. It was one of those experiences where you're constantly looking around wondering how people managed to create something so unique inside of an old mine. And of course, eventually you have to come back up. I couldn't tell you exactly how many steps there were. Maybe 120, maybe 150, maybe 180. But all I know, by the time I reached the top, my calves were screaming out. Every single step felt harder than the last. Looking back, it's funny. At the time, not so much. What I've realised this week is that life feels different when you're not constantly chasing something. We weren't chasing promotions, we weren't worrying about emails, nobody cared about notifications. Nobody was talking about KPIs, we were just living, exploring, laughing, eating together, helping each other, spending time with family, and that's when it hit me. We spend so much of our lives searching for the next thing, the next pay rise, the next gadget, the next promotion, the next holiday, and thinking happiness is just over the horizon. Yet, some of my happiest moments this week were incredibly ordinary. A cup of tea outside the camper van, watching the lake, laughing with family, finally having a proper shower. Even those burning calves became something we'll laugh about. Since getting home, I've already caught myself slipping back into normal life, checking emails, thinking about work, planning next week. And it made me realise just how quickly we lose that feeling. Maybe that's why holidays matter. Not because we escape life, but because they remind us how life can feel when we stop filling every spare second. So if there's one thing I hope you take away from this episode, it's this: slow down. Go somewhere you've never been. Leave your phone in your pocket. Spend time with your family. Accept help when you need it. Offer help when someone else does. Because this week reminded me that life isn't just about big moments. Sometimes it's a hot shower after 2 days. And sometimes it's laughing halfway up a seemingly endless flight of steps. Sometimes it's just watching your family come together when someone needs help. And sometimes it's the kindness of a complete stranger lending a phone to someone in need. That's what a Time to Be Alive is about. Not pretending life is perfect and just noticing the moments that remind you how good people and life can still be. And finally, if you're thinking about visiting North Wales, I genuinely can't recommend Penmar Bont campsite enough. It was clean, peaceful, beautifully maintained, and the perfect base for exploring everything the area has to offer. I know we'll definitely be back. Thanks for listening. Make sure you follow the podcast for more episodes like this. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.